Keeping the faith. Sometimes it's gonna be hard to keep the faith. A lot of things ain't gonna go your way. Along this journey, it's definitely been a process. But it's all about trusting that things are gonna work out in your favor. One of my favorite quotes is, "It always works out exactly as it's meant to." Always keep that in mind. It's definitely a battle. Seeing numbers that are low. So with this recent content I've been putting out, we're seeing those 200 views, 100 views, 300 views. And you can get discouraged. After reaching 10 million views, 10.3 on one platform, those 200 views feel a little depressing. Because it's like chasing that high. But let's not forget, it took me 70 videos before I got that one of doing the same thing 70 times. The same format until one of them popped off. And I always had to remember that. And with music, it's harder. Because it has to be the right song. It has to be the right piece of content, the right idea for that content. And you got to keep working it till you find that match. So it takes trying new things. It takes experimenting. But sometimes it can feel like all this effort, man. What is it for? What am I doing this for? If the algorithm is not showing my content to the people that even follow me, what's the point? So it can be frustrating at times. And then you'll hear people saying, well, maybe the content is just not good enough. Maybe you suck. I don't think that's the case. Sometimes that is the case, but I don't think it's always the case. And that's where the faith has to come in. You have to trust that it's all going to pay off. Because you don't know how close you are. That next piece of content could be the one. You just have to keep going. I just have to keep going. I have to not be so upset by low numbers. When in reality, 100, 200, 300, that's a lot of people. And I realized that after a month, right? After 30 days of posting, you see 40,000 views. You see the collective of all the views. You're like, wow, 40,000. I didn't even realize I was doing that much. Because it looks like 100, 200, 300 per video. So when I realized that, I upped it. Now I'm up to 5 posts a day. At the time of this recording, I'm up to 5 videos a day, all different types. So now if it's 100, 200, 300, times that by 5 per day, by 30 in a month, now we're talking numbers. And it's about that consistency. And when I realized that, that's what turned me up. That's what made me go, all right, it's not just about one video getting millions of views. It's about the collective, all of it. Keeping the faith and trusting that at the end of the year, you go back and you see it added up to millions. Then it's not so depressing. And when they talk about delayed gratification, that's what it is. Not getting so caught up in the immediate result. Because it takes time. It's about staying consistent over a long period of time. And believe me, this whole process, it can be discouraging at times. But remember that everyone's timeline is different. It plays out differently for everyone. Some people are going to see overnight success. And others are going to be 10 years in before they get their overnight success. It may be 20 years. It takes time. For the majority of people, it's going to take some time. And the ones who actually make it, they held on long enough for that dream to come into fruition.